someone who has no experience in PR, I was approached and challenged to take on the PRM role at the district level as public relations manager. I didn't think I had qualifications to take that role on, so I reluctantly took it because my goal in Toastmaster is to get a DTM or Distinguished Toastmaster. That's the highest level of education in Toastmaster. To do that, you have to take on a role in the district. And I took the PRM because I do like to create posters and things like that. Now, when I took that role, I did not have much experience, but I was lucky enough to have a great mentor in a former PRM or public relations manager, Marcy. She has that background and she taught me a lot. She taught me how to create posts, promote them, how to use social media, and all about marketing. So, being a PRM, it was a great learning experience for me. I was approached a few times to present or facilitate a leadership training for the VPPR role. The funny thing is, before I took this role, I was never VPPR for our club. So I jumped one step higher than I should have or could have, I guess. And I facilitated with Marcy, with Twyla, and I facilitated on my own. And every time I did these training sessions, I learned something new. I learned that it's best to do it as a team. One person covers one part, the other person covers the other part. So learning from these previous sessions that I've done, I thought it would be a great thing to create a document or a file where, or a cheat sheet, if you want to call it, for all the VPPRs in our district. They would have all the information they needed, all the links they needed to be a great PR person for their clubs. I did a little bit of digging and researching, and I found and I created a list that had all the resources they needed. So the resources that I found were on a Toastmaster International website, District 42 website. There's a Tech for Toastmaster guy. He's on YouTube channel. He's on social media. He creates these amazing videos explaining things in detail, but for just a simple guy who has no experience, they can do it and they can follow his videos. And another one is social media. So all kinds of social media. Now the Toastmaster International site has the brand manual, and that should be the VPPR's Bible. It has everything, all the do's and all the don'ts that you can do as a PR person. They have the colors that you can use, the fonts that you can use, where the logos go, what you can post, all that stuff is in that brand manual. That's on the Toastmaster International website, under the resource. On our District 42 website, we have a brand guidelines, and it explains how to create blog posts, how to create images, how to use social media to promote your club, sizing for different posts, and all that good stuff. So District 42 has that page on their I think it's under the district. PR Mastermind is another great resource. So that's a once a month meeting where all the PR people can meet and discuss challenges or things that work for them. And as I said, Tech for Toastmaster, this gentleman is amazing. I love watching his videos. So simple, and it's like very easy to follow. And now social media. If you haven't followed, I'm gonna challenge you to follow the District 42 social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, We have Twitter and LinkedIn. Follow, like, and share. Those are my favorite words. I've done a speech on that. And all those resources available to everybody, just searching for them. Now, in the last training session, I thought like usually those training sessions tend to be boring. At least that's my personal opinion. They are explaining the roles and responsibilities. They're explaining why you do things or where you find the resources, but none of these training sessions explain how to do them. So what I came up with is create a cheat sheet, give it to all the people that are attending these training sessions, and show them how to do, and I actually used Canva. That's a program that or it's like Adobe Photoshop. So you can create all kinds of images, videos, anything. So I used that, and I had a little interactive session with everybody there. And the next morning, actually the guy that did the session, I've never worked with him before. He covered those boring parts, like the roles and responsibilities. And I had that fun part with interacting with all the members there. So the next morning I got an email from one of our older members, Toastmaster members in the district. And he said, I heard that you presented an amazing training session. And I go, you know what? That's so good to hear. It at least, and you know what? The funny part is he wasn't even there. Somebody who was at the training session told him that they enjoyed that session. So that was great. And I thought, like, you know what? I did my part. So, am I ready to take the VPPR role? I think I am. Twyla, look out. I'm taking your job over. So being a public relations manager, I found some things about myself that I didn't know. I have a huge creative bone in my body. I love creating posters. I didn't like school as a kid, but now, these days, I love learning. I love learning different things and new things. And I don't know if you noticed that, but I'm very passionate about Toastmasters. And I promote it with everyone I talk to. So here's my challenge for everybody. Our elections, club elections, are coming up in May. Challenge yourself. Become an executive member. You're not going to be alone. You're having mentors in your previous executive members. And all of our executive members are going to present what they do in their roles. That's coming up soon. So please think about it. Are you ready to step up?